Want to leave you on top that horse, I need you to come down here for me now. You're claiming E&M them is boss, but look.
Thank you very much for your very kind words, Chairman. The Honorable Political Leader, Mrs. Kamla Prasad Bisesa, and I am very lucky. I have two wonderful MPs to work with. The MP for Mayaro, Mr. Rushton Pare. The MP for Komoto Manzanilla, Dr. Rai Ragbir. All other MPs present tonight, my beloved Chairman, Mr. Raymond Cozier, all other councillors and all the men of the Mayaro Rio Clara Regional Corporation, all listening on a virtual platform, the beautiful people of Mayaro Rio Clara, good night. Time for you to wake up. You hear the firepower of speakers here tonight. Your very own councillor for Rio Clara South. Give him a hearty round of applause. I stand before you here tonight, a proud young woman in politics. This opportunity I was offered by my political leader, the Honorable Mrs. Kamla Prasad Bisesa. I was given the opportunity to sit at the decision-making table, and let me tell you, it has been an eye-opener. Being in council for the past 2 years, I want to tell you it's a mix of emotions. You have the happy times where you can help the residents within your district. You have the times that your hands are tied and you cannot. But let me tell you, the most heartbreaking and heart-wrenching of them all is when you have a mother or a father calling you to tell you, I have nothing for my children to eat. I don't have any school supplies for them to go to school. This, my brothers and sisters, is heartbreaking to say the least. But remember, Mrs. Kamla Prasad Bisesa, from inception, has always invested in education. We experienced a revolution in education under her leadership. This school I am standing in here right tonight was built under the People's Partnership. Remember, the dollar-for-dollar program started when our political leader was the Minister of Education. Remember the laptop program, the grants to assist in purchasing school books. Imagine for a child to attend preschool. Under the People's Partnership, this was free. It is no more. You now have to pay school fees for a preschooler. Imagine that. This is what this PNM government offers. Have you heard the Minister of Education mention anything about assisting parents? Nothing. There is no investment into the future leaders of our country. Can you imagine a child having to sit in a classroom without something to eat? How are they expected to concentrate in a classroom? Can you imagine how difficult it is to complete assignments without basic stationery and textbooks? Can you imagine wanting to go to school and not being able to because you cannot afford to travel to get there? This is the heartbreaking reality. This is what the residents within this area face every day. And I could speak for the residents of Beach Jeroma. It is now costing our parents an average of $50 in transportation alone. We check nothing to eat or drink yet, just for them to get to school. They are being deprived of a basic education because of this visionless and this incompetent government. This is what this PNM gives. And imagine this government had 2 years of COVID-19. Not a single maxi had to transport children during that 2 years. But they could spend millions of dollars on other things, but you could not clear the arrears for maxi drivers. In this socio-economic crisis, where the cost of living continuously increases every day, the choice is now, should we eat or should we send our children to school? This is what it has come to. Imagine just last night on the news, farmers pleading with the government to provide some sort of subsidy for chemicals since the prices have now doubled. In my electoral district, where agriculture is a major source of income for so many, farmers are suffering. Where under the UNC, young farmers within the Plummeton area were given so many opportunities. Investments were made to begin rice production. But let me tell you, the minute the PNM government came back into power, this whole production was stopped. Yet they want to come and say agriculture is the next oil and gas in this country. Where are the plans to ensure development in the agricultural sector? What programs are being set up and implemented to incentivize agriculture? Where are the opportunities for persons wanting to provide for their families? Let me tell you, there is none. From a master's to a degree holder to farmers, everybody at this point is struggling under this government. Imagine investing years into your education and you cannot get a job. This is the daily struggle for so many under this useless PNM government. So I say to you tonight, use your voting finger, whether it's a local election, whether it's a general election next. You have to ensure your children have a future. Forget I didn't get a 10 days. Forget I didn't get a pothole patch. Forget I didn't get a hamper the last time around. This country is crumbling. The brighter future is now becoming very dark. The power is in our hands. Remember, we must stand strong. We must stay united, and we must be UNC and proud. Long live my political leader. Long live the United National Congress. I thank you.
Come down, come down. Come down, come down.